Why does God allow so much suffering? People ask this question a lot. If God truly exists, why are there so much suffering in this world? Indians understand real pain, poverty, loss, and struggle. Most people teach, there are so many philosophies, so many believe that it must be karma, an endless pursuit of paying for our past mistakes. But what is the truth? God did not just feel pain from a distance, He entered it, He became part of it. After the cross comes resurrection. Jesus experienced pain. Jesus experienced pain. And after the pain comes resurrection. Pain is real, but it is not final. Pain is real, but it is not final. There is hope beyond pain. The reality of suffering, let's be honest, suffering is real. It is not theoretical, it is personal. A mother losing her child, a young person struggling without hope, a family trapped in poverty. These are not ideas, they are experiences. And many ask, where is God in all of this? Some think God is distant, some think He's punishing, some think He doesn't care. But the message of Jesus reveals something different. God entered human pain. The most powerful truth in the Christian faith is this: God did not stay far from suffering, He entered it. Through Jesus, God became human. He experienced rejection, He experienced hunger, He experienced betrayal. Judas, his very close companion, betrayed him. Imagine someone who's your very close companion, probably even best friend, betray you openly and publicly, and that even boldly. Jesus experienced sorrows. Jesus experienced sorrow. What does that mean? The cross is not just a symbol, it is proof that God understands pain. Jesus experienced the cross, and it means that God understands pain. The cross is a symbol of pain. Everything about the cross was all about pain and suffering. He didn't just watch suffering, He feels it. He doesn't just observe your tears, He has wept. The cross, meaning in suffering. The cross tells us something profound. Suffering is not meaningless. Even the darkest moment, God is working. Even in the darkest moment, God is working. When you feel that you are in a thick, dark place, most people will think, of course, rightfully so, that they have been buried. But I want to tell you that you've been only sown. And when a grain of wheat falls to the ground, except it dies, it cannot bear fruit, it cannot grow, and it cannot prosper. So you are in that dark place. Don't think you are buried. I want to let you know that you are sown. When a seed is sown into the ground, everywhere is thick dark. But as time goes on, you begin to elevate and you begin to prosper and bear much fruit. Jesus suffered not because He deserved it, but to bring redemption. This means your pain is not wasted. Even when you don't understand it, God can bring purpose out of it. Even when you don't understand whatever suffering, pain, hardship you are going through, God can bring something wonderful out of it. When you're in that terrible situation, when you're in that deep poverty, when you're in that struggle, when you're in that situation that has no hope, out of the ashes of your dying, God can bring up a brand new day. The God that made a path in the sea, the God that brings water even in the dry desert, the God that makes a way even in the wilderness, can turn your story around and bring hope in that pain, the hope of resurrection. But the story does not end at the cross. There's a very wonderful news. This is good news. The story will not end in your pain. The story does not end in your pain. The story does not end in your suffering. After suffering comes resurrection. After pain came life. After darkness comes light. This is the hope of the gospel. Suffering is real, but it is not final. This is the hope beyond pain. This is life beyond loss. This is restoration beyond brokenness. So why does God allow suffering? Sincerely, I don't have an answer to that. But this is what I know, which is the truth. God is not distant from your pain. God is not silent. Somebody say when God seems silent, that is when He is most loudest. That is when He's working. This is when He's working behind the scene to turn your life around, your story around. God is never absent. He is present in your pain and powerful to bring hope. If this blessed you, I want you to share it with someone that's going through so much pain, and so that you can bring hope and encouragement. I will end with this. I saw a story on the net, and a story of this boy. He came home with his report card. His parents were dead. He went to their graveyard with a bouquet of flower. He put it in the burial ground of probably his parents, and he presented his report card. And somebody asked, if you meet this kind of person, what will you tell them that will give them hope? I want you to know that Jesus is a symbol, is the completeness of pain and hope, a completeness of suffering and resurrection, because he experienced the cross, and after the cross comes the resurrection. Thank you very much. Namaste.